Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. The Botham Jean Foundation is already living up to its motto of helping to change lives. The foundation's director, who is also the mother of Botham Jean, says her son's legacy will live on through the organization after making 2 donations to institutions which her son dedicated his time and efforts to. Rochelle Gonzalez tells us more.
The Botham Jean Foundation has embarked on its first charitable venture since its official launch in St. Lucia on the 6th of March, 2019. Director of the foundation, Alison Jean, who is also the mother of the late Botham Jean, has vowed to spread love and goodwill in her son's name through the organization. Acts of this nature, she said, falls in line with the legacy of her late son, who was dedicated to bettering the lives of the less fortunate. On April 12th, the team made a contribution which is sure to bring joy to the hearts of a special group of children.
We made a donation of toys, snacks, juices, and water to the New Beginnings Transit Home in order to have an Easter party for the children at the transit home. We saw this as a good activity for the children, which follows on the work that Botham did while he lived, because he, on consecutive years, brought a team from Harding University to the transit home to assist them in developing the children that were in their care.
Jean revealed that this was only part of the foundation's show of goodwill. She said she got the opportunity to learn a little more about her son on the second stop.
Following the donation to the transit home, we made a small donation of $500 to the Boys Training Center. And again, it's another institution that Botham assisted. I understood only on Friday when I got there that Botham engaged in painting of the walls of the Boys Training Center during the time that he came. He also used to have football games, take the boys to the beach, and really show them much love and care which they need. So the $500 that we gave to the Boys Training Center is to go towards an Easter retreat that is being held with activities relating to drug-free sessions, tours, I understand, to Hiranora International Airport and other activities. So we thought that the small donation which we made would assist them in carrying out these activities.
Jean said this is only the beginning of what is to come for the foundation. She said although the funds accumulated since inception are small, this does not deter them from assisting in changing lives, which is the motto of the Botham Jean Foundation. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
A burst of flavors can be experienced at Ancillary Seafood Festival come the 26th of April. This follows weeks of rigorous training to shape vendors and their assistants to deliver to international standards. As with the growing trend in culinary travel, bold steps are being taken to create a niche around St. Lucia's offerings.
The St. Lucia Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism have joined forces to enhance the offering of the Ancillary Seafood Festival. Under the supervision of Chef Didier, 15 vendors and 30 vendors' assistants are receiving training in culinary creativity, safety, and presentation. The 6-week program is now into its 4th week. Senior Marketing Manager at the St. Lucia Tourism Authority, Jackie Mathre, noting the growing trend in culinary travel, says St. Lucia has taken bold steps to create a niche around the island's offerings, especially with the cornucopia of benefits to visitors.
With communities like Ancillary helping to drive culinary and the culinary experience in St. Lucia, we really saw the need to develop the skill set of our young people and to really bring up our level and in the sense of presentation, in the sense of using our local produce and really creating something really wonderful and exciting around the whole niche of cuisine and cuisine tourism in St. Lucia.
Aldrich Evans is the chairperson of the Ancillary Seafood Committee. Evans, who operates a smoothie bar, is also undergoing training. He says working with Chef Didier is very exciting and vendors are serious about advancing their skills.
With this training, I think it has mobilized the people. The people have learned how to do their stuff a little different, to showcase the product. And I think it will be a great thing for them, and this is the opportunity they're going to take now, to take advantage over it and then to do a very good thing for themselves, because this is what they depend on. So I think they're going to do the best out of it.
Seafood vendor Nadia Shalmine says the rigorous training has put the skills of seafood vendors to the test. She adds that when the training is all over, the ancillary seafood experience will be one with a difference.
A lot of changes, certain things that I didn't used to do on a normal Friday, I will try it to see if it will work. Such as Creole shrimps, Creole lobby, the fish being steamed in banana leaf. We have tried it and it was a very good experience.
Following the Lenten season, the Ancillary Seafood Festival will get underway on Friday, the 26th of April, where the public will have the opportunity to experience culinary delights of international standards made using the freshest ingredients.
Children in the pediatric unit of the Victoria Hospital are expected to benefit from a safe sleeping space as a donation of cribs and towels were made recently. More in this report from Frenel Neptune.
The St. Lucia Mother's Day Committee of Brooklyn, New York, recently made a donation of cribs and towels to the pediatric unit of the Victoria Hospital. A member of the committee, Claudia Stanislas, says her organization remains committed to giving back to the citizens of St. Lucia.
We are hoping this will bless the hospital that they will be distributed to. Our mission is to help our home country the best way we can, and when this opportunity comes to us, we could not let it go. We would also like to thank a fellow St. Lucian, Mr. Ernil Johnny, for thinking of us when this opportunity popped up.
Departmental Sister of Obstetrics and Child Health Services of the Victoria Hospital, Cecil Marcellus, says she's extremely grateful for the donation of the cribs, which will ensure the safety of the children.
This donation is important in that it would assist with the safety of our younger children in the department. Because as we know, children are very active and sometimes even though they're ill, but we still need to ensure their safety.
A total of 18 cribs were donated to the pediatric unit of the Victoria Hospital. Reporting from the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, I am Fennel Neptune.
St. Lucia's response to Zika and arbovirus is expected to be strengthened as the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, hosted a social and behavior change workshop recently. More in this report from Miguel Morissette.
The workshop is aimed at enhancing the capacity of participants to increase the practice of priority healthy behaviors in the community as it relates to vector control. Medical Officer of Health Dr. Sharon Belma George says vector-borne diseases are of significant public health importance. Therefore, there must be the integration of social and behavior interventions in health programs.
I think this workshop is extremely timely, and I'm also happy to see the presence of our partners, because at the Ministry of Health, we cannot do it alone. We need the support of all of our partners to get at the level of the communities.
Acting Chief Environmental Health Officer Parker Ragnanan says it is important that a collective action in the community be undertaken for vector control.
We hope that you're going to be change engines in your community, in the society, and be responsible to seeing that there is an integrated vector management approach that is undertaken. Because for too long as a country we've depended on using chemicals to treat for vectors. What we have seen is the results are very clear, that you cannot do the same thing all the time and expect a different results. And therefore the results that we are seeing is evident that the chemical treatment is not working.
A participant of the workshop, Lucy Lubin-Girard, believes this workshop will assist her in making changes in the community.
I am confident that I will be able to facilitate a better intervention program with all the skills and knowledge that I have acquired. I also learned strategies to get maximum community participation and involvement, focusing on the stakeholders and the resources required to effect that change and to be able to monitor and evaluate the impact of the intervention on the ground.
Another participant, Alicia Elevic, also shared her perspective on the workshop.
We as community leaders, we always figure the main thing is to put out, perhaps if there's a meeting, put the notice on the radio station and expect persons to come. But having come to this training, I realized, listen, there's a target audience, there are other factors to be considered when calling a meeting, even when conducting a survey, etc.
A key element of the workshop was a data collection exercise on vector control in Gozile. From the Communications Unit in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Miguel Morissette reported.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News. Stay with us. Sports News with Tennyson Glasgow is up next.